Soil information is key to advancing agriculture, and tribal communities have a higher incidence of food insecurity than the rest of the U.S. So about 37% of tribal families are food insecure relative to 15% nationally.
We're overcoming these challenges by our strong partnerships with our collaborators like Joshua Moore at the Colorado River Indian Tribe. He works with us very closely to help us get the data that we need, the information that we need. So use some technology like electrical conductivity scanning, which Joshua Moore really has helped us get to some of the logistics that we need to help overcome this issue.
You know, I think back to the first time I ever looked at a soils map of this reservation, and that was a tool that I still use today. And when this opportunity came forward, the University of Arizona, actually a previous colleague of mine, introduced me to Philip and Amanda, and when they started explaining what their project was, I was like, this is an excellent tool, not only for me to utilize, but it's exciting to help create knowledge, to see how it then becomes used, not only by me, but also by future generations. We've got a lot of projects going on here, and it's kind of exciting to think how we can use the information that they're creating right now.
So all the soil samples we collect, and then you can zoom in and get a unique property prediction for every 5 meters.
Wow.
And then we do surface and subsurface.
Okay.
And then also the land use recommendations of like nutrient management,
Right.
water management. So one challenge that crit farmers are facing is an accumulation of salts. It prevents any plants from growing, and it really holds the water tight and doesn't allow plants to access that water. So some of the outcomes of this work has been enabling producers to match crops and soils on landscapes and to really close yield gaps for culturally important crops for tribes. Tribal producers are using these maps to expand new lands for agricultural production. So to date, we've increased about 2,000 acres for tribal food production. We've also mapped to date 6 nations spanning about 2 million acres.
Again, I'll say it again, CRIT has always been farmers, and we always will be farmers. This project empowers me to ensure that future generations will have the tools to continue to farm into the future. It's exciting to be a part of that, and what keeps me grounded on a hard day especially is to think that, you know, someday my children might be in the seat that I'm in, or there'll be somebody in this seat, and I want them to think back on everything that I've done in the projects that I've partnered on and say, wow, that made my job easier.